the entire canon Shindo story so far. So upon multiple requests, I'm going to be re-updating the Shindo lore video. A lot has been added, and now that we have a good understanding of a lot of the characters, I'm just going to be, updating it. Now, explaining the history of the Shindo world is difficult, because unlike Naruto, the Shindo story jumps around everywhere to every major event, where else in Naruto we follow Naruto and mostly Naruto only, but I'll try my best to explain everything through. Also, this video is only updated before the Kagoku event, since that update has not been released yet. Details. First, you must understand what counts as canon and what counts as non-canon. The things I consider canon in this video are anything with a backstory or a story at the moment. Stuff like Shindo events, release scripts, clans, etc. Anything that isn't canon is just things that are there since it's a game. These things being game modes, regular bloodlines, and such. The Shindo CC community is going to be borderline canon since most things that happen on CC are not planned, such as who wins a fight. Background. There are several clans in the Shindo story, and there are several villages which the clans are assigned to. Just like Naruto, there are leaders for the different villages called the Sovereign. Diosenko was the first Ember Sovereign, then was Bankai Akuma, Satori Akuma, then Ryan Akuma. Background of the Akuma. The clan that Shindo seems to revolve around the most is the Akuma. The Akuma has two types of people, those who are born of the Sun Bloodline and the Moon Bloodline. The Sun Bloodline can awaken the Rengoku from deep-rooted inspiration, while the Moon Bloodline awakens the Rengoku from deep-rooted pain. There's a technique called True Rebirth. It is a technique that harnesses the power of the sun, space, and the remains of Kagoku. The only way to retrieve the bones of Kagoku is to be born of the Sun Bloodline, possess the eternal Rengoku, and then remove the bones from the Akuma stone. Immortality, the Fate arc. Kagoku, the last of her clan, was in search for immortality. Living for thousands of years, she was nearing the end of her life. She took interest in 3 clans from the Shindo world: Seishin of the mind, Azarashi of the soul, and Kokotsuku of the body. She orders the inventor, Izuwa Karashi, to create a device to sustain her consciousness. After many years and countless deaths, the Fate Seal was created. The Fate Seal would inhabit a host and download consciousness similar to data. Shindai Akuma, the Philosopher. Shindai Akuma was born thousands of years ago during the height of technology, which was led by Izuwa Karashi. Although this was a notable time for Shindo, he preached against it. He was a revered warrior and a philosopher who preached against technology. Later in the years, Shindai takes the mantle of the Emperor of Sovereigns and issues a royal decree to end the age of technology. But as time passes by, he becomes crazy as the voice of Kagoku echoes in his mind. As she is manipulating him, Shindai digs up the bones of Kagoku. Since Shindai is born of the Sun Bloodline, he is able to cast True Rebirth, and convinces his younger brother Minakaze to help him cast it. Their goal in mind was to make sure no one would ever invent a Fate Seal to resurrect Kagoku. Izuwa Karashi, feeling guilty for his actions, pleads to Shindai to redeem himself. He wants to help sabotage Kagoku during the Fate ritual. Shindai agrees for his own reasons, since when the ritual begins, Kagoku would be left vulnerable for 30 seconds. But this plan fails. Shindai Akuma, the Sacrifice. Attempting to sabotage Kagoku came with the ultimate sacrifice. Kagoku became one with Shindai, and at the speed of light, Kagoku possesses Shindai and banishes Izuwa Karashi to a separate dimension. And just as suddenly it happened, Kagoku disappeared. Although everything happened in a split second, the Philosopher would never be the same again. Deva Rengoku, Destruction of the Ember Village arc. This arc follows a team. This following part is not yet confirmed, but it's assumed that in this team is Deva, Alpharayam Akuma, and Forged Akuma. Their sensei is Bankai Akuma. Forged Akuma has 2 brothers, Ryan Akuma and Shira Akuma. Sometime before year 250, Deva attacks the Ember Village. There is an unknown cause for this, but we do know that it is not due to Sensei Bankai's death. This part goes by kind of quickly since it doesn't have that much impact on the story other than Deva becoming a criminal and a new Ember Village being remade in YC 250. A few years later in YC 250, Sensei Bankai Akuma passes away. Satori Akuma, the Scorching Red Sun arc. Sometimes your family won't appreciate what you've done for them. They'll turn your backs on you after you sacrificed your life. It's a curse of being an Akuma. They won't have the mental fortitude to create a new path and change within. They'll just follow the words of the powerful. These are Bankai Akuma's dying words to Satori Akuma. He's foreshadowing the terrible actions Forged Akuma will make. As the Ember Sovereign passes away, Satori realizes how evil Ryan and Shiver have become. Satori only sees one way to save the Akuma bloodline. He must slaughter each and every member of the Akuma clan. Forged Akuma, Forged Rengoku arc. Forged Akuma runs away from home. Forged only has one eye, which is sad for an Akuma since you can't unlock your samurai spirit without one, and gives up on becoming a Shindo. But his brothers, Ryan and Shiver Akuma, who have all betrayed Forged, are now leading Ember, and as Forged says, is being manipulated. Forged didn't like the way Ember was heading and started training. During a few months period, his friends Alpharima, Satori, and his former teammate, Deva, who is also now a criminal for destroying the Ember village, checks up on him. After a few months, a mysterious figure appeared before Forged. We don't know it yet, but this mysterious figure is actually Shindai Akuma. He offers power to, quote, change this accursed world. Forged falls to the ground crying, saying, "My own brothers couldn't understand my reasoning, my ideals. What makes think you'll understand me?" The mysterious figure replies saying, on Bankai's deathbed, his last wish was to rewrite his wrong. Alpharima Akuma, Satori Akuma, and Deva always checked up on you because of Bankai's final wishes. He wanted you to make something of yourself. What we now know from this mysterious person's quote is that Sensei Bankai has done something bad. Anyways, the mysterious figure began to rip something out of his body, and blood began to go everywhere, which turned the sky red. Forged, being a student of Bankai, realized that this was similar to Bankai's Genjutsu. Then the mysterious figure gives an eye, this eye being the eye of Rengoku. Shindai Rengoku, the resurrection of the tailed spirits. Shindai Akuma, possessed by Kagoku, unleashes ultimate sunflower desolation. This move could single-handedly destroy the entire world. But Boromaki, the son of Naramaki, and Ghost Karashi, the reincarnation of Iswa Karashi, help fight him. They resurrect all tailed spirits and Shindai's younger brother, Minakaze. As the battle continues, Shindai realizes that he is going to lose. So in a desperate attempt to win, he summons the greatest tailed spirit of all, the Ten Tails. But even with the Ten Tails, Shindai is defeated. That is all for the updated Shindo Life lore, and if you guys would like to see another updated version when the Kagoku event comes out, please let me know. Anyways, I had a lot of fun making this video, and thank you all for watching today. I'm StarBlast, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!